how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. This is Weekly Recap. Let's talk about it. I'm an owner-operator in America, trucking reefer freight. I'm leased to an 80-20 split carrier. I don't talk about the carrier, so, no, like, secret emails like, hey, I know, wink, wink, you don't talk about the carrier, but you can tell me. I just don't talk about it. Do your research, find a place you like, and that's how you be successful in trucking, in my opinion. So I go over my numbers. I talk about variable cost. I talk about the loads I did. I talk about kind of what it costs to run this truck down the road. And then at the end, you will hear me say that's the money left to do what I have to do with. And that's where you would plug in your insurances, your truck payments. And then after all that, you can kind of roughly figure up your taxes. I don't talk about taxes on YouTube because it's a pointless endeavor. Everyone's is so different, and I don't need all the amateur CPAs on here telling me how I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. Worry about you, okay? So here we go. This is a banger of a week, boys. Hang on to your coat here. I put in some work on this one. Damn it, boy. I did 2 loads this week, just like I like them. Minnesota, out and back. Only this time, I was dropping and locking and popping and picking up, man. Let me tell you, it was like I was all over the place on this one. First load out of Minnesota, 1 pick, 4 drops. Yeah, I like them multi-stop, baby. I like doing them multiples. You know what I'm saying? Negative 10 degrees, 34,000 pounds, 33 empty miles on that load, 1377 on that one. We went from Minnesota to 2 stops in Pennsylvania, 2 stops in Maryland. There you go. Big money on that one. $5,400 on that load. Thank you, Jesus. Sometimes you need to help that. Sometimes the month needs to be kicked up a notch. You know what I mean? Oh, and disclaimer, this is from the end of June here. This is the end of June. Just to just, I like to put it in there. End of June 2023. So if you're watching this in the future, smash a like button for me if you could. And then I got down there and they said, there ain't nothing out of Maryland paying it down, boy. And I was like, oh, I kind of figured we was going to run into this, but I didn't want to. But, that's why loads pay good going out, because typically you're going to a dead area. So I went to a dead area and had to deadhead 239 miles down the road to get something that paid good. And I had just done one of these loads like maybe a month before, so I knew the load. So I was like, cool, yeah, I'll take that. This load was out of North Carolina. It was a 2-pick, 3 drop. There you go. Same amount of things, 5 and 5, which made for a crazy week. 3 picks and what was that be? 7 deliveries this week. I was hustling. A lot of Walmarts in there. So I earned my money. I had Cisco, Walmarts, all the big boys. I went through more EFS checks than a Swift at a repair shop. Come on. So I don't know what that means. I should probably edit that out, but I won't. Anyway, that load paid, that was 55 degrees. That was 38,000 pounds. And that was $3,250 on the payment there to me, $3,250 to this guy. And yeah, good stuff. Not bad for the week. Big timing it. Working hard. I don't mind weeks like this occasionally. I don't want to do this every week because this is one of those loads where literally your 7-hour breaks and then got to take a split while you're getting unloaded. It's like, you got to take a 7-hour break at night, and then when you back into the dock at Cisco, you got to jump in the bunk and get you 3 hours in back there, But occasionally it really pumps up the month. So I'll take them occasionally. Let's talk money. Let's talk these costs on this. $86.50 for the week. $8,650. Hell to the yeah, I'm enjoying that. $69.20 on that one. To me, that's my 80%. I did 3,082 all freaking miles. I did 2810 loaded, 272 deadhead miles. That's 9% deadhead on the week. Still reasonable, but yeah, whatever. I under 10 is perfectly fine with me. I feel like I kind of budget my business at 10% deadhead, so anything below that, the load either needs to be paying really good or something needs to be factoring in for me to go over 10% deadhead. But there we go. That's 280 all miles. Every mile the truck turned made 280, or excuse me, $2.80. That's 307 a loaded mile, and that's 224 to me. My 80% was 224. I spent 1428 on diesel. I spent big time on reefer. You know how it is when them reefer doors are sitting wide open, backed into a dock, basically all damn week. I mean, it's literally you go from one place. By the time it gets to temperature, you're pulling in the gate at another place, and it's just like, oh, she never left high idle, boys. She never left high idle. Now, on a week like that, I just leave it running continuous. There's no reason to start and stop on a week like that. It was kind of warm that week, if I remember correctly, as well. So, 298 on reefer fuel. That's my biggest reefer fuel week in a while, I think. $36 on DEF fluids. I spent $464 on toll roads. Oh, that Pennsylvania Turnpike got me. And I was kind of in a hurry, so I took the Indiana toll road as well. Normally, I wouldn't do that at all, but, I do what I got to do sometimes. Total variable cost, I didn't scale either load, by the way, and I did not pay for any parking this week. One good thing about some of these customers I was delivering to, like I think 3 nights of the week I spent at customers. So that's money when I can do that. When I can take my 10-hour break at a customer, oh, I love it. Because I'm prepared. I got everything back here that I need. I got food. I got, some dude wipes. I can always get through tonight, and if I need a shower, I can stop the next day and get the shower. You know what I mean? Because I need a split break most days like this anyway. So I take the 2-hour split. You can be off duty on a 2-hour split, so I just go do the shower. That's the way I do it. So 2226 on variable cost, 2,226 variable cost. I bring over my 6920, subtract the 2226 out of that. That leaves me $4,696. I put $600 into the maintenance account because it was a lot of running. And I had to buy a tire on this week, a steer tire. I ran over a piece of metal, knocked a big chunk out of a damn steer tire. I'll put a picture up here if I can remember it, but just horrible. Horrible. Like, just, it gashed the corner of the tire, like right where the sidewall and the tread meet. And it was like a diagonal gash. Get your head out of the gutter. It was a diagonal gash, and it was going against. Like, so if the tire's rolling this way, the gash was like this. So that little flap of rubber was just getting pulled every time the tire went around. And luckily it didn't blow it out. Praise Jesus, it didn't blow it out. I made it to a Love's and got me a new Yokohama put on there. Yokohama shout outs. But yeah, that's why we put that money in the maintenance account, because you got unplanned stuff like that happening all the time. Let's see. So that leaves me $4,094 to do what I have to do with. So if you're one of these people that say, I make more than you, do me a favor, compare it to a good week when I have a good week occasionally. They like to pick the weeks where I work 2 days and then go, I make more money than you. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you make more money than me. You probably should. And that's 46 cents a mile fuel cost. Not the greatest. A lot of this load was the hills through Pennsylvania and North Carolina and West Virginia on the way back. And boy, is that US 35 a bag of trash. Has anybody run US 35 from Charleston up to Dayton lately? Oh my God. They just built that. They need to just go back and retry. Try again. It's like when you pat your kid on the head and you say, you gave it all you had, buddy. You gave it all you had. Those bridge connections will literally launch you into space. They're talking about how to get rockets into space faster. I say, put them on a flatbed and run them up US 35. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, there it is. That's the week, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It was a really good week. It was a lot of hard work, and that's what I do for a living. So sometimes I have to do it. But that's the money, guys. $4,094 left to do what I have to do with. That's where you're going to plug in your truck payment, your insurance, and whatever else you got to pay. There it is, folks. Appreciate you watching. Remember, people are more important than trucking. And take care of each other out there. And Cash's King hats are available in the merch tent. You better get one before they sell out. And then you can go around. You know, it'll be a collector's item one day, I'm sure. Thanks for watching, everybody. Quick, I just want to remind everybody about the Mudflap app. If you're not using Mudflap, check it out, download it. It should be part of your fueling program. It's a free app. Go download it from the Apple or Android store. You sign up using credit card or bank account. No credit checks, nothing like that. No fuel card needed. Get yourself huge discounts on fuel. I buy about half of my fuel through it right now. It's an amazing free app. It's 100% legit. Sign up using my promo code there, and I'll get $10 in free fuel. You'll get $10 in free fuel. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.